In the previous video, we looked at how to create a strong build from very simple equipment for a successful start at the Hell level. I have taken note of your remarks in the comments, and in this video I will show how to solve them. I will also be interested in reading your opinion about the build, your constructive and objective comments, wishes, and recommendations. You can write all this in the comments under this video. I will also be glad if you subscribe to the channel and like the video. This is the best incentive for me to continue creating interesting and useful videos. Thank you, my friend, for watching my videos. Let's go straight to the equipment review. Our gloves are the same as we talked about in the previous video. They are very simple and can be easily bought from vendors, Anya or Charcy in the first act of the game. If you look for such gloves in Chars, then for a quick upgrade you can open a portal with a secret level near it. In Anya, everything is much simpler. After completing the corresponding quest, you can quickly update the sales inventory through the portal nearby. If you want to improve the survivability of the character, then I recommend crafting gloves like these. Create an individual character, pump it through Balran, and craft a lot of useful equipment with it. As a weapon, we will use the Mosaic Rune. This is not the best weapon for our build, but unfortunately it is the only rune word that can hold the charges we need, which we will consider further. For the desired attack speed, we need a base of runic talons. It will be very good if such a base has 3 points to our main skill, Dragon Tail. It is also desirable to have 3 more points to the Tiger Strike skill. In theory, such a skill should be based on these claws, but in practice, they never come together with Dragon Tail. I don't know why this happens. If you know the reason why these two skills are never found at the same time on the claw base, write in the comments. It will be very interesting to hear your opinion on this matter. We will use the same helmet we used last time. It can be obtained by gambling. Such an amulet can be easily obtained. The main condition is the availability of skill points and strength or dexterity. You need any kind of shoes, but the main thing is that they have a Myrmidon base. Only such shoes give the maximum damage kick. To improve survivability, it is desirable that shoes have bonuses of protection against elemental damage. It is desirable to have 1 ring of Raven Frost so that the enemy cannot freeze us. Another ring is put on depending on the farming location. Wisp Projector, Dwarf Star, Carrion Wind, or Rare can be equipped or crafted with protection against elemental damage and bonuses to strength and dexterity. Even for farming high-level locations, the Immortal King's Detail Belt is still relevant, but you can replace it with a crafting belt or Thunder God's Vigor. We will be using the Treachery chest armor. It will give us higher damage and better protection. But if you need to move around locations faster, then you can use the Hustle armor. Our main skill inflicts physical damage on the enemy, undermining him with a very high firepower. Therefore, we will need to remove fire immunity from some monsters using the Flame Rift charm. Our main problem will be monsters that are immune to physical damage. But such monsters are rare, and our character will still destroy such monsters. There are few such monsters, so we will not use a charm to remove immunity to physical damage. Grand charms and small charms are selected depending on the tactics of the game. If we need big damage, then we need grand charms to martial arts skills. If you want a better magic find, then put charms on magic find. If you need charms for better survivability, then we put charms on resists and life. All these manipulations allow us to do this because our damage will still be high. At the end of the inventory review, I want to respond to some critics and people who baselessly and unfairly criticize this build. Do you see this blue junk? Look at him carefully again. Without all the skillers, Annihilus and Hellfire Torch, our main skill Dragon Tail will still have a big damage of 544,000. Damage of 544,000. This is damage of the level of an elite Amazon of the Javazon build in expensive equipment. Look at that blue junk again. If it's too expensive for you, then you can build an elite Javazon with Chains of Honor, Enigma, Infinity, Griffin's Eye, Fortitude, and other expensive Amazon gear. I think that for you personally, such elite equipment will be much cheaper than this blue junk. Points are distributed as before. In Vitality, we add such a number of points that the amount of life is at least 900. In Dexterity, we add as necessary for equipment. All remaining points are invested in Strength. This time we distributed the skills a little differently. Dragon Tail is our main skill. We add the maximum number of points to it. Thanks to the Mosaic Rune Word, our main skill will be boosted by the Tiger Strike skill due to constant charge retention. This is the only reason we have to use the Rune Word Mosaic. Our character's vitality will be provided by the Cobra Strike skill. Next, we added 1 point each to the Fire, Cold, and Lightning skills. This is related to the choice of game tactics. I chose to use the skill Phoenix Strike Charge 3. This will give us a freeze on the enemies that will surround our character. In this way, our character will become more durable and invulnerable. We also changed Shadow disciplines a bit. To block damage to our character, we will use Weapon Block. We add so many points to it that the blocking chance is at least 51%. In Burst of Speed and Fade, we add the maximum number of points. The choice of these two skills will depend on the tactics of the game and the available equipment. We add 1 point to Mind Blast. We need this skill to delay Diablo farm charges as long as possible. But it is not necessary to add points here. This time we chose Frenzy the Mercenary from the 5th act. This mercenary can hold 2 swords at the same time. This will allow us to use the Lawbringer rune more effectively. We have selected and equipped the mercenary in such a way that he can move very quickly around the locations and quickly strike the enemy by casting the Decrepify curse. The test results showed that with this mercenary, our character becomes more durable than with the mercenary from the 2nd act with the Might Aura. So, we used the weapon with the rune word Lawbringer. We need the swords to have a high attack speed. You can use the Phase Blade base. As the chest armor, we will use the gun word Hustle. But if you need better protection, you can use Treachery. The helmet was selected for better survivability of the mercenary.